Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Airsoft Al, and I am sorry for the, basically delay, I guess you could say. Basically, Google Hangouts is, when it comes to it. I am going to get a better camera, though. I recently came into some financial stuff, so I'm going to webcam to try and at least run smoother. Promises. Promises. But yeah, so welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the live Q&A. You get to ask your questions. You get to basically all that. But a few announcements before we do that. Biggest announcement yet is that the channel will soon be getting a Patreon. That's correct. We'll be getting a Patreon very soon, and we will be doing a lot with the channel. Be sure to subscribe for more details on that, as well as a few others. There'll be a new mod guide coming very soon for well, kind of historically iconic airsoft gun, because the airsoft gun in question is pretty historically accurate. Well, not just historically accurate. It's airsoft for airsoft's history. I'll get more into that when I actually get there. In the stream, I do ask that you guys also share the stream as well, so that way people can come on and get their questions answered, all that good jazz. Just go ahead and check chat real quick, because I'll make sure everything's going good for you guys. Seems like everything is. I just want to make sure. I do not want anything wrong, because as much as I do want to make, there's usually that whole hiccup of, yeah, it ain't going to work very well. But either way. So we'll begin the Q&A now. Since I've already basically announced the announcements that I've wanted to announce. Either way, though. So to kind of give you a hint as to the next mod guide, I'm going to give you just a little hint with just this. Put it up there, and I'm going to watch chat, and I'm going to let you, because I love watching people actually try and guess something. It's kind of like how it is. So here it is, the magazine to the gun that we will be that'll be doing the mod guide on. So if you want, please take a crack in the dark as to what the next gun will be. You, of course, just let me know in the comments or chat, basically the live chat. I'm looking at the live chat room right here. I'm gonna go ahead and take that down now. Take the magazine down. I will let you guys deliberate on what that is. So share the live stream, and be sure it's shared to a lot of guys. And good lord, my notifications are just crazy. Boom! Notifications. Even though I see the freaking video upload right there. Oh my goodness, you gotta love it. You gotta love YouTube system. You really do. But anyway, yes, the Q&A, basically you get to ask your questions about anything, be it lore, be it there's a lot. Really, there is a lot you can ask me. So you're welcome to ask. I welcome you to ask it. A lot of stuff, be it if you're wondering what that buzzing was, that was my phone. Someone just texted me. There we go. Yep. Bada bing, bada boom, bada boom, boom, bang. Okay, let's go back over here to the chat room to actually see. Oh, hey, 420. But yes, once again, if you guys can guess, because I'm going to give you that hint once again. Here's the magazine to the next mod if you can take a crack in the dark, a shot in the dark, what have you, as to what this magazine goes to, what the gun is going to be, you are welcome to for me to give you the full details as to why I'm doing the mod guide, what the mod guide is going to be about, and really go relevant in airsoft still. So yeah, you're welcome to try and give that shot in the dark. I'm gonna keep an eye on the live. I'm gonna keep an eye on the chat. That way, we can. That way, I can. Basically, if you need me to bring the magazine back up, just let me know if I have to for you guys to take a guess at. Staring at the chat room right now. It's like, hello, I'm just staring at it. Just staring at that chat room like no. And once again, I am sorry about the choppiness of the video. My camera is not the best when it streams, but when it records, it's actually really decent. I am going to be buying a webcam very soon to actually replace the internally built camera on this bad boy. So that way, at least I have better quality recording, at least, or at least video cam. You get what I'm saying, basically. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the chat, and I'm going to see. My best. Oh, hold up. There's a loaded question right there, Nick. 420. What do you mean? Like we talking modded or we talking unmodded? Because I need to know, because that's a loaded question right there. Like, what's my favorite gun? Or what's my best gun? Because I've got both modded guns and I got both non-modded guns. So you better be more specific on that. Once again, I'm going to go ahead and bring the magazine up again, because if you could take a crack at what the next mod guide will be on the next gun, which will be modded, I will fully disclose as to what I'm going to do to it, what the gun will be, all that good jazz. Just take care, basically, of what the gun will be. Okay, I'm going to bring the magazine back down now. And like I said, I can't, because that's a loaded question. Now, I could go at like this. My best gun, that's a tough one. Gas gun wise has to be my 1911 gas blowback by KWC. Modded, it would have to be my Tech 9 Springer. Oh my god, that thing. Evil, just pure evil. Because I integrated a AEG spring into it and a tight bore barrel, a somewhat tight bore barrel into it, and oh my god, it's just evil. AEG, that's really hard to say because my SIG is RIP. It's in pieces. It's gone because it went towards the Soviet Hunter, which is my recently acquired AK-74 SU. There will be a video on that very soon. I'm still working on it. And then, of course, my M16 is my oldest gun in my collection because I've had it for 4 years now. No, make it 5 years now since I got it. No, wait, 2014. 4 years, basically. I've had that gun for 4 years. Love it to death. I've got a review on it already done. I've just got to it a little bit after the 1911 review. Let's see here. Now, I am trading my M16 and my pieces for a VFC Scar L short, which I am very happy to get. I really am. I cannot wait to get the Scar L because I do love a Scar just because Call of Duty. Thoughts on the game? I fell in love with this in Modern Warfare 2. And then, of course, I really fell in love with it with Modern Warfare 3, and then I just fell in love with it even more with Battlefield, so it's really whatever. Well, Battlefield 2 Special Operations Edition, the DLC for that. Kind of tough to say, but either way. I hope that answers your question to the best of my ability, because there's a lot going on right now. There really is. Now, with that said, of course, once again, I'm going to bring the magazine back up. If you can guess what this magazine goes to, just let me bring it up a little bit closer. If you can guess, I will fully disclose what the next mod guide will be and tell you what I'm gonna, and you can ask what I'm going to do to it, basically, like, or you can give your thoughts on it. But either way, go ahead and go over here. Make sure if you guys want to, please do share the live stream because the more here, the more questions we can get pumping, the more fun we can have. So that's just kind of how it is, you know? Close, close. No, it's not an M16 magazine, but you were close. You're in the right ballpark, though, because it is. It is from that era, 420. It is from that era. It's from. So you're bring it up a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and rotate around a bit. Let me just go ahead and do that. Do that little bit right there. Let you guys see it a bit. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. Just working it. I'm working it. Yep, yes, yes, yes. Okay. And it's spent. Oh, shit. Oh, good Lord. I never thought I'd reference that movie again. I never thought I'd do. 420, you really were. Again, right era. But yes, the M16 was probably my best gun because I had it was a JG M16. I put a lot of love. It is a good workhorse gun stock. I recommend anyone to get the JG M16A3. It's not the tactical A3, it's the standard A3. It just has the one Picatinny rail where the carry handle is. It really is a good gun. I'm not gonna lie. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't gonna miss it. You know what? I've had it for 4 years, as well as the SIG. I've gotten my use out of both for a VFC Scar L, which does accept AR mags, and honestly, I just, it's one of those things. Just got my use out of it, you know? Anyway, so yes, once again, if you can guess what the magazine is, I will fully disclose what the next gun will be. 420 was in the ballpark. It does have an M. I'm going to go ahead and give those hints. M1. But that's it. I'm not giving any further. Basically giving you the answer by saying M1. Because I'm not going to give any more. I'm not you're not getting any more hints out of me. You're not. Do share the live stream. Be sure to share it with your friends. Be sure to share it with your coworkers, what have you. Basically, let's get more people in the stream so we can have a little bit of fun and we can have a lot more interesting stuff. Basically, in there, you know. Anyway, but I will admit that yes, I do wish I am gonna kind of give you guys a little bit of something at least for the channel's future. I will be soon taking a week off to kind of recharge, relax, basically give myself a vacation because really I really do need the vacation. But that's just kind of how it is when it comes to this, because if you don't take time off and basically relax, then you are going to overwork, then you're going to work yourself to death. Which is kind of where I'm in right now. I'm not working myself to death, mind you. It's just I'm in a position right now where my stress levels are basically starting to get to that point where I'm probably gonna freak out on someone. I'm probably not. How it is, you know. That's life. It's life for you. Okay, let's just go ahead and share the stream real quick. Let me make sure everyone knows. Jackass out hard down the road, killed. That's what's going to happen. Let's see here. Still this one of those things. I'm sorry if I'm staying silent. I need to concentrate on what I'm about to say about that. There we go. Yes, to kind of re-update for the people who are just joining us for the live stream. The channel will be getting a Patreon very soon, so that way you guys, my viewers, can donate to it and help sponsor reviews or anything of that nature, which would definitely be nice. Be it bad guns, good guns, what have you. It would definitely be nice. And of course, we'll have patches made very soon. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. 420. Yeah, I understand if you gotta go. Just make sure you at least help out and share the stream a bit. But if you gotta go, you gotta go. I understand. Outside of that, though, what's really interesting is that a lot of stuff actually goes on with YouTube right now, with all of it going on, with all the big name advertisers leaving, what have you. It's definitely a pain in the ass because it's like, oh, hey, yeah, YouTubers, we're trying to make a living on this, and then boom, this happens. And it's not exactly the best thing in the world. Which I'm not saying that's not a bad, it's not a horrible thing, mind you. I get it. You know, advertisers, from a business point of view, I get it. Advertisers don't want their products being racism or anything of that nature, even though contrary to belief. And I understand, I really do. But what really kind of upsets me a bit is that YouTube's basically trying its best to cover its butt. And while I don't like that idea or mindset, I get it. YouTube is a company. It's trying to protect its content creators. It's trying everything in the world to try and help us, the YouTubers, out. And then, of course, we have this whole thing with North Korea right now, which, honestly, I kind of figured because my great-grandfather really knew this was coming, considering a lot. Either way. Oh, my goodness. Let's see here. Yeah, we're still good. Okay. Now, with that said, of course, there is a lot going on right now with the channel, and I'm very grateful to say that I'm not. Right now, we're not exactly in the red or anything like that. We're not bad. What's going on right now is we are actually currently right now we're not. I personally am not monetizing recent videos because I know I won't be making any actual real money from them, and in reality, I'm probably not going to make any money from the YouTube videos by monetizing them. The majority of most YouTubers' income actually comes from Patreon. It's a hard fact from one of my friends who actually does, in fact, do a lot of streaming. There's a lot of everything. She makes the majority of her money by her viewers. I understand. No, that's understandable. I get it. Boogie2988, the richest YouTuber from YouTube, he makes his majority of money from understandable. But the biggest complaint I have is that from what I remember, they actually would give you prepaid cards. They would actually give you prepaid cards for of the income that you made from YouTube, which was interesting to say the least, that I did not know. But now recently, I'm hearing split all this other good jazz. It's ridiculous in my opinion that YouTube is doing this. That YouTube is trying to basically just, it's ridiculous. That's just my opinion on it. But as always, if you are just now joining the stream, welcome to the live Q&A here on Airsoft Owl, of I am being Airsoft Owl, of course. And right now we're trying to get people to guess what the next mod guide will be for the next gun, basically a modification on an airsoft gun. So here's the magazine again. It is someone 420 actually guessed. He was close. I did give away a pretty big hint. I said M1. So here's the magazine. Has a nice little notch on it. It's roughly a certain caliber, which is very famous with this magazine. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it up there a little bit longer, and then I'm going to bring it back down. So that way you guys could try and guess, and it will fully disclose what the next video will be, what the next guide will entail, all that good jazz. But that's just kind of how it is. Let's see here. Going ahead and sharing the link. Now, what I really am excited for is the Chris Vector AEG. I really am excited for that. I just wish I had the money for it. It's like, oh my god, it's a new Lambo, and it's like, oh, I need the money. Frustrating part about it, and I really wish it wasn't. Either way, though. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, you're living under a rock. Because the Chris Vector AEG is probably the biggest thing right now, the hottest thing in airsoft, because it's like, hell, we've been waiting for this thing for so long, since the gas blowback Chris Vector, which my friend Brandon has, who is my financial manager, and dear, and I'd steal it in a heartbeat. None of you heard that. Not a single one of you heard that. But either way. Now, of course, there is... I would love to have the Chris Vector AEG, but once again, it is going to be expensive! Just going to be... just... I would love to have it, but I can't because it's too expensive. Okay, so, once again, if you're just joining us, I am holding a little bit of like a little guessing game because a lot of people are trying to figure out modding next. So once again, I'm bringing up the magazine. And M1, that's all I'm saying. M1. Those are the only two hints that you're getting. Like, seriously, that's the only two hints you're getting at what the gun is going to be. Which is the first hint. You got to guess what this is. And the second hint is M1. And hey, Trey, two hints you get at what the gun could be. Now, with that said, of course, I do welcome anyone to give their guess. I am looking at the chat, and I am waiting guys to say what it could be, because that's about it. Now, I am happy to answer questions, of course. And be it airsoft, be it video games, be it related, what have you, that's just kind of how it is. And if you guys have been living under a rock, please do go every other link. Be sure to check out my other videos, of course, and be sure to stay tuned to the channel to actually see the other videos I'm about to make, as well as a few other things. Really interested in the channel, please be sure to subscribe. That does help out the channel a lot. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers. We have 926 subscribers, and all we need is just 100 more, and we will 1,000 subscribers, which will be hilarious, in my opinion. Said, this is kind of how it is. Let's see here. I am looking at the chat room right now just to see your questions. I do welcome them. Everything will be hopefully. And right now I'm just looking at a lot of stuff in my inbox right now because good Lord only knows so much is going on, because that's just kind of how it is. Let's see here. Share a story? No, I'm not going to share a story. Oh, wait. There is that one time. Okay. So, I got asked to share a story, so I'm going to share a story. Hired once. And I'm not joking about this. I almost got hired at the Academy sporting goods store. Help sell over $200 worth of stuff, both airsoft and paintball. Not even joking. Not even. What happened was that I went out there to the Jackson, Tennessee Academy Sports in Jackson, Tennessee. North Jackson, if you guys want more specific, in that little shopping center where Books A Million is and all that good jazz. So I went up there, and here's what happens. I go in and directly make a beeline for the guns section, because that's where most of the airsoft stuff is. Good selection of air. Now I go there, and I immediately go and ask an employee, hey, do you know where the you know where the airsoft guns are? Me and goes like, what? And I'm like, just, if you could please follow me with this guy. And he's asking questions saying, okay, why did you ask? And I'm like, well, it's because I'm a YouTuber, obviously. Telling him what I do, all that good jazz, how many subscribers I had at the time, which was almost 900 subscribers, which was insane at the time for myself. Here's where things got interesting. I went over there, and he started asking me questions about the guns themselves, which they had a good selection of guns. They had of the guns that is related to this magazine, which which I told him were actually really good and very nice, very well built. And then, of course, I was telling him about the Thompson, about the pistols, about the AEGs, what was good, the mod, what wasn't. And no joke, I turn around. I have my back to him the whole time. I go to turn around. This dude is taking notes. Like, no joke. I don't know where he was able to physically manifest a pen and notepad, but he is sitting there taking notes like he's in freaking college. He's just sitting here going like, what the hell? What? Talking to him. A woman hears me talking to him about this, and she asks me, excuse me, could you give me help? I tell her, yes, sure, I'll give you some help. Here's what happens. I go and I help her get magazines related to. You see Full Metal 1911, which was new to me. I'm probably going to grab one when I get the money. And a revolver. That's roughly $80 or so, give or take. Next group a guy says, a father and mother sees this. How do I know this? Because they asked me. And they're asking, excuse me, do you know about paintball? And I'm like, yes, I know a little bit of paintball, which if my paintball friends are watching, you're going to be real proud of me. Of course, I'm going to be doing a Facebook video talking about this story, so, you know, whatever. I help them sell. I get them a Tipman 98 starter kit for $100, and the way I did it was this one, which is all nylon fiber. This one right here, this Tipman 98 starter kit, which can be turned, there's a Dodge. And the father immediately shakes my hand and goes like, "Thank you very much, you're a good salesman," grabs it, pops it in the buggy, and just runs off to the front. Third woman comes around, saw me do this. I help sell her an AEG. Economy-friendly 416, but still a really good AEG. And no joke, there's this guy, big stern dude with like this beard, staring at me. He's just like beeline staring at me. He comes up, he waves over for me to come over, and I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, oh shit, I must have gotten in trouble with the management. I better apologize. No, the dude immediately looks at me and says, "Stuff you just sold?" And I'm like, "No, what?" He goes like, $200 worth. In my mind, in the back of my head, I'm like, holy shit, I'm good. Outward appearance? No idea. Grin right there, just, I'm freaking taking an ego boosting as it's going. Right there in that section, offered me a job. Right there, he offered me a job. And say anything. Text me on my phone saying we're going over to Casey Jones for dinner. I immediately said thank you, but I must decline, and immediately beeline for the door. There's my story of almost getting hired at Academy Sports because of my knowledge of airsoft and paintball. Probably would have done really good. I probably would have been one of their best associates yet, which is saying a lot for me. Just go ahead and check here. But yes, if you guys are just tuning in to the live stream, please do guys can stay up to date with the channel, good jazz. Once again, I am looking at the live chat to see your questions, so if you got any questions, please do let me know. Of course, I will be ending the stream very soon, what have you, so yeah. Okay, let's see here. Oh, nobody, oh, nobody but me. And copyright strike. Ah. Oh my goodness. Just go ahead and check that. Check these. Well, I might as well go ahead and end the live stream here. I want to say thank you to everyone who was able to come out and join me for this. And as always, I've been Airsoft Al, and I will see you guys in the next live stream.